Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches this weekend. It's that time of the year where the winter sports are starting and our wrestling team getting ready to go this weekend. And their head coach Mike Denney joins me. Mike, great preseason for you guys, and I know you're excited to get started tomorrow.
Yep, we're getting started here, and we're hosting the Kaufman Brand Bailey Open Wrestling Tournament. It's an open tournament, so teams can bring they can bring 30 guys. So we expect about 300 wrestlers. So it's growing for us now. We brought that down from the other place. In our last year there, we had 722.
Wow!
So it was the largest tournament in the nation. But we actually don't want 722 because we have no place to put everybody. So we go to Westminster because they have 3 gyms, and this gym's not big enough. We put down 9 mats. So our whole team will be wrestling, and there's I want to tell you there. Of course, it's named after Ryan Kaufman, who was national champ for us and was killed in a car accident, and we named the tournament after him. And then Glenn Brand, who actually became a good friend of mine, former NCAA Division I champion at Iowa State, then Olympic champion in 1948. He has passed away, so we named it after him. And actually his son still supports it financially, Brand Hydraulics. Yeah. And then we named it after Jim Bongo Bailey. Of course, you knew Bongo really well. Actually, Bongo helped me start this tournament 40 years ago. Yeah. This is a 40th year for us to run this tournament. So he helped me start it. We lost him 2 years ago to cancer, and he was our announcer for 40 years, helped me run the tournament for 40 years. So we brought his 2 sons down last year to announce. I'm a history guy, so there's so much history in this tournament. So, and then this year, Jimmy, his oldest son's going to come down and announce, and we're putting Ron Higdon into the Kaufman Brand Bailey Hall of Fame.
My other good buddy.
Yes, so get this. Ronnie was with me Coach Higdon was with me for 23 years up there. So he would help me decide who to put in the hall. Like his wife's in it, my wife's in it. I mean, there's some tremendous people that we've put in over the years because it's got so much history to it. And then I got to looking at who's in the Hall of Fame, and Ronnie's not in there. So I think he was he helped me put him in. He was probably like, should I ask Coach if I could be put in? So we're going to put him in. He should have been in a long time ago, but I guess we overlooked him because he never volunteered himself, or he didn't lobby for himself.
Right, exactly. And Ron doesn't do that. You know Ron as well as I do. He doesn't do that.
We're excited to have him down, and bring him down. He's going to be here 2 or 3 days, and all our whole team's wrestling. We got a great bunch of guys, and we're pretty healthy right now. We're going to have a couple out, but so we're looking forward to it starting at 9 o'clock on Saturday over at Westminster. We use all 3 gyms. 9 mats going. We haul mats in from different places and put it all together. And of course, we have people coming down that have helped us with it for years, who are also in the Hall of Fame there. And gosh, we're excited about it. I'm excited about this is my 50th year, and 40 years of doing this tournament. So there's some history to it, and I'm looking forward to it.
That was my next question. 50 years. I mean, did you really think that you'd still be doing this in your 50th year of being a head coach?
I never really thought of it. I go a year at a time, I guess, but I don't. In Strength Finders, futuristics not. I think might be last, my 34th. I'm not. I'm 1 year at a time, and I feel like I'm called to do it. And I've 5 sons of former wrestlers on this team. My 30th set of brothers on this team, and we just had a big get together up in Omaha, and there was over 300 of my former wrestlers there, and we just had a great time. So, this is what I'm called to do. So we're doing it. My wife will be at the gate. She's helped with this. She's actually in the Hall of Fame. My wife Bonnie has helped me with this tournament. Our daughter and 2 sons, our daughter Michaeline and our 2 sons Rocky and Luke, have worked this tournament. I used to get them up real early in the morning when they're just little and have them help me with this thing. And so we've, there's blood in the game.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of blood in the game on this tournament. So I really enjoy running it, hosting it. a lot of the coaches that'll be there wrestled in this years ago.
Right.
So it's kind of like a homecoming kind of thing, so I get to see them, I remember when they wrestled, and Keenan Haggerty, his dad, has refereed it for years. We should probably put him in the hall.
Yeah, he may be the next one to go.
Go into the Hall of Fame. Keenan, when he was in high school, came up with his dad to the tournament in Omaha with his dad, because his dad was refereeing it, and when he was wrestling in high school, and watched the tournament, and then of course we signed him up there, and then he came down here with us. So we put Mario Morgan is in the Hall of Fame there, because this is his 13th year with me. So he wrestled in it, has coached in it now. So we've got some history in this thing.
Awesome stuff, Coach. We're excited about the start of wrestling season, excited about the big tournament on Saturday, and I know this is just the beginning of me and you chatting a lot this winter.
You know what? This group, I think they're good enough to do well in spite of me.
You say that every year. I expect you to say that every year.
They do. So, this is a good bunch. This is a good bunch. They have some blood in the game. They put the work in. They deserve to have some good things happen to them. So if I just don't get in the way, it'll all work out.
No doubt, and I'm looking forward to covering you guys as always this year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I always enjoy visiting with you. You do a great job, so we appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Coach.
You betcha. Anytime.
Mike Denney joins us once again. The Kaufman Brand Bailey Tournament. It starts at 9 o'clock over at Westminster Christian Academy, right across the freeway from Maryville University. You'll be able to follow us on Twitter and also the wrestling team's Twitter feed all day long. See how everybody from Maryville is doing, and we'll catch up with Coach next week to get his reaction. And also, a lot of meets coming up here over the next month or so. We'll be talking about those as well. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.